Hello YouTube fans, here again. And I think I'll do this one. I'm not going to do the fourth one because I think it's shit. But I'll do this one. It's not as good as Resident Evil. It's not as good as the second one. But compared to the fourth one, I can watch it. It's been excelled at Resident Evil Armageddon. And it's the one where Alice, who the fuck is Alice? Is in the desert. Well, she's definitely lost in this one. She's in the desert. And to me, I think it's a bit of a letdown from that. I think it's a letdown from that one. I've always felt that one had a lot more going for it. There was always some action scenes in it. It was in a cemetery, fighting zombies, fighting monsters in this one. But compared to the first one, it's fine. Because I always thought the first one was a bit of a letdown for what they could do, practical wise. Okay, they're in the underground tunnel, but if I want to see that done better, I'll just watch the original Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead. But I mean, there's some good bits where they're in the tunnel. I like the bits where they're on the train and bits where they're on the elevator and all this. But I just felt it would have been more better to make it more like the original game. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. That's all I'm going to say. And you know, I do watch these zombie films. There'd be Zombie Fessy, Just Said It, Day of the Dead, the original Night of the Living Dead, even the remake, which I do love. I remember boasting about that. Dawn of the Dead's one of my favourites. I mean, I've been watching loads of zombie films, so I just wanted it to be a bit more honest. That's all I'm saying on the matter. Now, I do know they're making another remake game of the game. Whether it's good, whether it's shit, is a different story. But I think with this one, the dude down may be more faithful to one of the games. Because remember, right, in one of the games, all the characters were in a desert and were fighting these zombies in the desert. It had the tolls and all this. So the time made this one a bit more faithful to the game. I will give it that. I'll give it that. And again, it's got a few practical effects. I'll give it that. So there's some good points and some points I thought were a bit of a letdown. So it's not a rant. It's not a rant, but I just think it was a missed opportunity. I'll say a missed opportunity, just like the first one, but it's still a lot better than the first one. So where can I go? Where can I go? Well, you've got the main doctor, the main villain, who is in number 2. And you think it's a weird opening because it opens up similar to the first one, where you've got Alice in the same building where she was in the first one, the red nightie. She's walking about down the dodgy zombies, and she gets shot and dies. And you're thinking, whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? But then you find out it's not her. So the direct copy like what you've probably seen Fun Russell Will Love. You remember Fun Russell Will Love? If Bond gets strangled and gets killed, and then you find it's not him. But it sort of like reminds me of that. What do we see? She gets shot. Yeah, I think she gets shot. And then they dump her with a body of all these Alice's. So they've got a machine that can make a copy of Alice. Where the fuck that's come from, I don't know. But it's an interesting thought that you can make a duplicate of yourself. I thought that was interesting. And so for some reason now, Alice is in a desert with all her soldiers. There's a bit where she almost gets captured and she outsmarts these people, like, you know, the typical fucking Beverly Hillbilly scumbags. And she dumps them in the fort, and every night they get ripped to pieces by Dobermans. So you don't see it because of the rating. I just don't get that. I don't get why today's era they can't do an 18 fucking zombie film. Yeah, they've done a few like Diary of the Dead, but bring back the days of fucking zombies where practical effects like Day of the Dead, blood and gore, you know, people getting ripped to fucking pieces. I just don't get what's wrong with today where everything's got to be handy pandy. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion without talking with anger. So there are some good bits, like I said. They're in the desert. You've got the trolls in this one. Hooray, they finally bring something from the game. Because none of these I don't think are faithful to the game. So they've been the trolls, they're attacking people, there's a bit of the body where it's half the fest has been chunking out. So I'll give it that one. And there's another bit where I could take it or leave it, and it kind of imitates Day of the Dead. I swear they copied this from Day of the Dead. You've got a zombie, right? You've got a zombie and it's intelligent. And I do remember my mum, may she rest. I do remember my mum watching this, right? And my mum actually said, see, I'm joking. I remember there's a scene, I'm about to say again, for a cough. And I fucking swear they copied this. I mean, Mum even said this, that they copied this from Day of the Dead. They copied it from fucking Day of the Dead. Remember the zombie called Bud? And it's like an intelligent zombie. I'm not making this shit up. An intelligent fucking zombie called Bud. Right? This is like the version of Bud. It sat there, you got one guy talking to it, it sat there looking dead intelligent. Says people think, what the fuck are you on, Pete? But it looks fucking like an intelligent fucking zombie. Next thing you know, it jumps up and kills the guy. Typical die to be a jump scare. Fails in every doubt. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is this shit? So they copied a scene from Day of the fucking Dead. They copied a scene from fucking Day of the Dead. One of the best scenes ever, the iconic scene with Bud, the intelligent zombie. What the fuck? Well, I went with it. So you got one axis, you think you've seen her before. She was in Final Destination, the original, as well as the second one before she got blown up, the second one. And again, the characters, some of them are alright, some of them weren't. I do admit the axis at page in Final Destination 1 and 2, I felt she was a bit wooden in this. I'm sorry. People like I just felt her character was wooden. I thought they've done a bit of character role. Come on, this was the same star from Final Destination 1 and 2, and she was kicking ass. Again, you got Alice as the main character. I didn't give a shit. Didn't do a fuck. And you get to know one of the characters from the second Resident Evil when it sort of gives you that hint something's going to happen to him. He gets turned into the liquor, we all know from the Dane, and so on. Most of them get killed in an explosion fighting the zombies. One of the characters who was in the second one sadly self-sacrifices himself. He's trapped in a truck, smokes a cigarette because he knows it's got gasoline on it, and it blows up. I thought that was a bit shitty, killing one of the characters who you like. So Alice, after being trapped in the desert, goes after our main fucking villain. She bumps into the liquor, she has a fast bat of that one, and she notices it's him. There's something that identity looks like the one who thought was going to be the love interest, and he turns into the liquor, and she has to fight and kill it. And then the other one who was the main villain in that one, he uses a drug for trolls, and he's like half a zombie and half a human. Well, that was quite interesting. So he's half a human, half a zombie. He's talking, he's half zombie, half human. She's fighting him and all. She gets the better of him and she kills him. And then you've got the Umbrella Company. Right? You've got the Umbrella Company. And suddenly you get to see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Who the fuck is Alice? You get like fucking thousands of Alice. You think, whoa, so she's used the machine, right? You know the machine what makes the Jupiter? She's used that on herself. It ends like that. You got a typical, another sort of like sequel bait ending, end of Moive. It kind of foils on in that one. It foils on in that one. But I never like that one because there's too much CGI. You very rarely saw any zombies. The ending is fucking. People think the ending of this is dumb. Wait to get the ending of that. There's that like fucking 5, 8, 9, 10 fucking CGI moments. You gotta see where Alice is there and machine gun looks like a fucking video game. The game is so fucking video game, it's fucking laughable. It's laughable, it's like a fucking video game. And it's a film taken off a fucking video game, I shit you not. But this one, I think, was one of the last best ones. They used to use of the desert. I will give it that. It did look like they was filming in a real desert, not this fucking set shit. They were in a real desert. So I dilute the film for that. But again, it's got some practical, it's got some CD in it, CDR shit. We've got the stinless dogs again. I like that he's now got the tolls, they're attacking people. So there are some bits I will say he's faithful to the game. If they're ever going to do another film, I do not want to see remakes. You know, I think about fucking remakes, I fucking despise remakes. But if they ever redid this, rather than the game, all I can say is be more faithful to the game. I want to have cheapy fucking music, doors opening, toes fucking attacking, the stinless dogs, the fucking cancerous, spray out them chemicals. I want it to be more faithful to the game. I want it to have the same cheeky music like we probably heard in Nightmare on Elm Street all the time, like saying that. And I want it to be an 18 rating. Fuck it. It's like I want extra cheese on my burger. I'm a cheesy fucker. I want extra fucking jalapenos on my pizza. I want extra chocolate on my chocolate fudge cake. I'm a cheesy fuck. I want the film to be an 18. Everything in the bid, we don't see that rating anymore. I want it to have blood. I want it to have gore. I want it to have snot. I want practical effects on the CG fucking shit. It looks like a video game. I want that in my film. Is that too much to ask for, Hollywood? So that's one. If they did remake it and they want to make it more faithful to the game, I would be interested. But I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Who the fuck is that? I don't mind that. I don't mind the three Resident Evil films. The first one I felt they could have done a bit more. The second one was a big improvement. This one was a bit of a downfall from that one. But I don't mind it. Compared to the fourth one, which I'm not reviewing, you've got to pay me to review it. It's fucking shit. I just said the stupidest fucking ending. With fucking CDR bullets. Firing holographs. When you've got firing holographs in a fucking film based on a video game about fucking zombies, firing fucking holographs do not go with my Resident fucking Evil any shape or size. But this one, I would say, was the last decent one. The last decent one. Put it into them people. Be smart. Be safe. Fuck it. 3-star rating. Into them. Be smart. Be safe. See you next time.